What is going on, you guys? It's Extreme here, and I am back as I am every single day at 12 p.m. Pacific time, or Pacific Standard Time, or Pacific Daylight Time if you want to be uber technical. That's all I'm going to say. If you want to be technical, raspberries to you. Anyways, oh god, that was so dumb. For those of you that are new around here and don't already know, I do have a Facebook and Twitter. The handles are on screen, but if you are lazy like me, links are down in the description below. So go ahead and hit me up on there. And before I get too much further into this video, I want to make mention of the Twitter and Facebook again for one very important reason. Yesterday, I sent out a tweet at about 3:30, I think it was. I don't know what time it was. But I sent out a tweet, and I'm not going to discuss the tweet. I want you guys to actually read it and hopefully reply to it. And yeah, so yeah, that's why I have Twitter and Facebook. Just saying. Anyways, so check those out and let me know in the comments, I guess, or the thingy. I have no fucking clue how I want to deal with this. Just tweet me back. It'll make sense. Anyways, what do I want to talk about today now that I've made a complete and total fool of myself? Oh wait, I do that every day. Fuck. Anyways, I am talking about Texas today, and for those of you that missed out on yesterday's episode, Texas is a friend I met many years ago. She used to serve in the military, and at the time that she and I met, she was pregnant, as well as dealing with a bunch of other personal bullshit. So my relationship with Texas is different than any other relationship I have with anyone else. She and I met on, we met on Yahoo Messenger through one of the chat rooms, whatever. This was way back when. Okay, it wasn't that long ago. Maybe at least 10 years ago. And we just started talking, and it was just kind of, we both had similar interests, similar desires and wants and needs and all that stuff. And one thing led to another, and we were gonna meet up and hang out. And if you missed it also, I discussed the very first time I saw what Texas looked like was over her webcam. And Texas, being Texas, as I know her, it makes way more sense now than it did back then, decided she was gonna be a little, bit of a goof and mess with somebody. And so we started chatting, because I want to give you guys a little bit of backstory on it, because I really didn't do that yesterday. We're chatting for a good, I swear, it was at least 2 hours. She'd already sent me the you can view my cam, invite, whatever thing, at least once before. And I just said, nah, it's cool, I'll wait, I want to get to know you more. Anyways, to get right down to the nitty gritty of it, she was nude. And for some of you that might be grossed out by the fact that, pregnant chick, nude, what the fuck. I've always thought pregnant women are hot. I don't know why. It's not some weird fetish of mine, but seriously, fucking hot. So here's this pregnant chick, fucking hot as fuck, buck naked. I was like, brr, immediately hard. I don't know why I'm sharing this with you guys. I really don't. And I was like, all right, I'm down. I'm down. And so we talked for a couple more days, and then we agreed to meet. We met, and of course, I'm pretty sure if you do the math, you put 2 and 2 together, or in this case, 1 and 1, whichever way you want to go with it. And yeah, you find yourself in the situation I did. And that's a really bad joke. Okay, so yes, I have that type of relationship with Texas, and it wasn't always going to be that way. She actually was heavily interested in more. And we started talking, and things looked like they were going in that direction, to be honest with you. And then I fucked it up. I'm not gonna lie. I fucked it up. I don't remember what I did, but I know I fucked it up. And actually, I know exactly what I did. I'm just not gonna go into all that. That's a little too personal, even for YouTube. And granted, yes, I tell some pretty inappropriate stories here on YouTube, but there are some things I want to keep to myself. So Texas and I, we kind of split apart for a while. And when we reconnected, the very first thing she asked me was, did I still have feelings for her? And of course I did, because it's hard not to fall for someone like her. She just has this really badass personality that I was extremely attracted to. And had the situation been different, I would have pursued it massively. So the reason I didn't pursue more than just friendship with her is, well, complicated. That's the best way to put it. It was complicated. And it got even more complicated as time went on. And yeah. But I don't know if I've ever shared this story. I know I talked about it in an attempt at doing a commentary a while back. But a shining moment I don't know if you can say in favor of Texas or something like that. But I had spent some time with her, as you guys know, obviously, in order to, you can't bounce chicka bow wow unless you meet in person. That's how I'm putting it. You don't like it, deal with it. And so she and I were gonna meet. We were gonna meet up one day, and then a situation came up where I couldn't stay, but I still wanted to go see her, even for just a minute, just say hi, see how she was doing. So that's what I did. Only one problem. Texas had decided she didn't just want to say hi. So I get to her place. She's wearing just a robe. She's had her kid at this point, and looking just yummy as fuck. I don't know how else to put it. I mean, she looked good. So she answers the door with the robe on, and the robe's a little open. As soon as we get into her apartment, she lets the robe literally just fall to the floor, and nonchalant, I was like, oh no, I put the robe on to answer the door. And I'm sitting there going, all right, I know you're full of shit. You're torturing me intentionally, but okay, I'll go with it. So we sit and talk. Actually, she sat, I stood up, and we're talking. And the next thing I know, she decides, well, you know what? I have this weird desire to do something right this minute. And I'm thinking, okay, what is that? Next thing I know, she has literally just dropped my pants and shoved something, maybe a little hard, into her mouth. And I'm sitting there going, you fucking bitch. Oh my God. Worst day ever. You know why? Because she's doing her thing. It's feeling great. I'm loving it. I'm like, oh God, this is perfect. She stops. Pulls my pants back up. Puts this belt zipper back on. And goes, the only way I'm finishing is if you stay. And I'm like, you're fucking mean. And I really was pissed at her after that, because I really could not stay. So I leave with the world's worst case of blue balls ever. Thank you, Texas, for that. I don't know if I should, even after all these years, I don't know if I should have forgiven her for it, but I did. And it was bad. But since then, unfortunately, that was the last time I seen her in person. As I said, I think I mentioned this already. She moved away from California. She moved away from San Diego, and it sucks. And since then, we have tried on a few occasions to meet up and just hang out. It never worked out well, unfortunately. So, should this YouTube thing pick up, and I can sort of save up a little bit of money one way or the other, whether it's through YouTube or some other means, I'm gonna go see her sometime in the next year and spend a little bit of time with her and hang out. For no other reason, just because, I haven't seen my friend in a while. And on top of that, the Bound Sugar Bound Wow would be nice, but I don't know. So, but she's a really good friend of mine, and I'm really not sure what else to tell you guys. I mean, the only other stories of that variety that I have, not sure if I really want to tell them. I don't know if I want to tell the story about how she was, as you guys know, I don't drive. She does drive, and she was driving me home. Well, along the way, she decided, you know what? I can multitask. If you want to do the math, she's driving, I'm sitting in the passenger seat, and she wants to multitask. let me put it in layman's terms for those that don't get it at this point. She decides, hey, you know what? While I'm driving, I'm gonna jerk you the fuck off. I don't know how else to put it than that. That sums it up. My silence should explain the moment. Anyways, thank you guys for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I will be back tomorrow with another one. I don't know what I'm talking about off the top of my head, but hopefully it'll be something fun. Anyways, until next time, adios. I gotta tap out for a little bit. Yeah, it doesn't always work well, by the way. But I'm getting in so much trouble. It would be in my best interest to just start talking about Texas at this point. So I think I'm gonna do that. So when I met Texas, this was many years ago. She was pregnant at the time with her ex's child. However, her ex was extremely abusive, and she was actually in the process of leaving her ex and all that fun stuff. And she served in the Navy, and she did it proudly. And if she could have stayed in, she would have. Unfortunately,